girl.
Okay.
0 out of 10, she can't help.
Yo, what's up, my slimes? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where I do almost absolutely nothing, but everything at the same time. Haha. Today, it's time for Storytime Saturday. You get to sit right next to me, right here, on my bed, and we get to humble myself, all 100 of my subscribers, and talk about my life. Okay, so, I don't know if you can tell from the title, but I hate the lower half of my body. And here's why. For context, I do musical theater. Now, it's not because I love musical theater. I love musicals. Musicals are very nice. I'm just very good at acting, and I enjoy singing and dancing. I know what you're thinking. Ugh, musical theater. The guys in musical theater, you know, they're a little bit... Everything you've heard about guys in musical theater, from my simple explanation, is about 75% true. Let's be honest, alright? Now, I'm only speaking from personal experience, but most of the guys were only really homosexual. And it's only really just, you know, within the people in musical theater, it's just... the guys, you know, they have a unbreakable bond in a certain way. Now you might be wondering, why do we all like women then if we all, you know, embrace each other? The answer is boobies. And you might be thinking, what about booty? Let me explain it to you. There are some guys with some nice cake, alright? I've seen some guys with some big cake. Cake of sauce. And, we all like women, but it's mainly from a distance because they don't like us. You might be wondering, have you guys even ever touched a woman? And the answer is yes, on the stage. Stage kissing, guys. Come on, get into it. This is why we do this. Anyways, back to the important part. The butt. The butt has done a lot of things, at least on my side. To get back with this story, I have ripped my pants a couple of times. Now, why do you need to know that I'm in musical theater? For two reasons. The first one, choreography. Let me back this up. It was a nice day. I was wearing some jeans. They were kind of tight, but not too tight for walking around and, you know, being a normal person. But a man in musical theater must remember that there's no such thing as a normal guy, so you cannot wear the tightest jeans on a choreography day. And I didn't even notice. We were just doing some of the dances. It seemed easy, nonchalant, little sashay, spreading them legs, you know, homies might take a peek, and one of them did take a peek for me. He was like, yo, you ripped your pants. And I was like, hey, yo. Luckily, I was wearing a hoodie. You know, my self-conscious self, always wearing a hoodie. Just kidding, I like hoodies. And I just pulled a little wrap around, and we don't talk about it. Except I do talk about it, and I told just about everybody because I found it funny. And it was funny, but I did not wear it like a badge of honor like I should have. No, I almost regret it. The second example comes from something that's not quite choreography, but it involves choreography. And it's costuming. And getting measured, you know, you get measured, you get the costumes made for you or ordered for you, and sometimes the costumes are a little off, but you know, they look nice and they feel nice for the most part, so you don't really say anything about it. Except, I didn't say anything about it, and they were just a little bit too small, and doing some of the dance sequencing, you know, kneeling down, slashing out like this, and I just ripped it. It might have been on stage. It didn't make a loud tear sound, luckily. None of these ever made a loud tear, which is weird, but it's nice. And it just ripped, and I just noticed, and I was like, oh, Nelly. Luckily, I only had one show left, and I think I wore the ripped pants for that one. But I looked dang good in it. The second thing you need to know is, after the show, it's the cast party. Yeah, you thought I was going to say after party. What do I look like to you, R. Kelly? No. Anyways, cast party, typically held at someone's house. You know, they get the house nice and clean, they decorate. The last cast party, one of the last cast parties I went to, that might not have been the case. See, I went to go, sit with my friends. I got some food. It was nice. Chick-fil-A nuggets, some pizza. I got a nice drink. And everybody was stupidly like, let's sit on the floor. And I was like, yeah, let's sit on the floor, even though they had clearly enough space for us to sit on the couch. And I decided, let me take a seat on the floor. That was mistake number one. I sat right into some dog poop. Didn't even notice it. In fact, I put my hand down. I'm like, oh, ooh, that's some dog poop right there. And I'm like, let me go wash my hands. I get up, I go wash my hands. I come back, I sit back down, and I get up and I'm sitting in dog poop. That's right, the bottom half of my body is useless sometimes. I think it's just the buttocks, they endure some good slappings, and quite frankly, getting me to some embarrassing situations. I sat on dog poop. That's right. And I'm kind of embarrassed about it. I try and clean it off as best as I can, and I almost stepped in dog poop too, and then I think I sat in it again. It was quite the experience, I gotta be honest. Needless to say, I gotta change of pants, and I never sit on the floor again. The floor has been a cruel man to me. Cruel. I'm no longer a servant of the floor, unfortunately, because I sat in dog poop twice. So yeah, it was just a quick story time. In the future that might be more serious, that might be more goofy, but I just wanted to talk about this experience because I need to get that off my chest. I've ripped my pants twice and sat in dog poop, and I completely blame musical theater. Thank you for listening. Oh, I've got one last thing. I might have slandered musical theater a little bit, but I'm really good at it and I enjoy it a lot. And one of the things I'm really good at is improv. So if you can, in the comment section down below, tell me something to talk about. It doesn't have to relate to me, and I'll relate it myself to me, because this is my stories here that I am sharing with you guys. So just tell me something you want to hear about, something, generic, like, parties or relationships, or, because there are a lot of wicked stories, and I'll just talk about my life. I just want this to be like a good engagement, You have an opinion on something, I share my opinion on something. That's all it comes down to. So just tell me in the comment section down below if you really like this video, and please subscribe if you want to talk to me more. Thanks. Peace.